Fine. Yeah. Okay. So, so now regular SAP. Okay. So I don't like some technologies what the plays their major role. So different types of technologies we have. So according to their technology capacity, their markets industries are using like their languages capacity they are using the industries. So when coming to our SAP, so what happened is like SAP. So SAP itself is defining you someone majorly we will call it as SAP. It is not. It's not a SAP. SAP. We will call it as SAP. System Application Products in Data Processing. Okay. Simply we will not call it as SAP. It's called as SAP. Okay. So it's like a ERP. So first of all, we can so majorly we will talk about what is SAP. So which industries SAP will use. So what is the use of SAP? So before SAP, what the ERPs are available in market? So why this SAP like invented? So you may have that some thought why this ERP is there. So we have Java, Python, all these things are there. So we can use that now. We can the legacy things we can use, which is the cost relation to the industries. So why this SAP came? So other like you may listen about Oracle, PeopleSoft. Those are some ERPs, old ERPs. We can use that also. Then why ERP came? So why this SAP came? So we'll come to that. Okay. Yes. So I said, system applications and products in data processing. So what happened in this SAP? System connects currently we are using with here. I am using one system. So I need to send some data. You said like invoice. For example, you know about the. You said I have knowledge of invoice. So what you said like some invoice you ordered some products. So to the vendor I can see like for example you prefer electronic some your electronic vendor your vendor. So someone some buyer ordered you the products. So what happened? You send the invoice to that buyer. So what happened here is physically happened or some through phone communication. So like I need so and so 10 products. So you tell in the 10 products with this price I have availability. If you want, you can buy. If not, you can ignore. So all this happened through one communication and you gave that physical invoice. So when comes to the SAP, same place will happen. But there is a medium here, transfer of medium, system to system data transfer. So there is a one platform landscape. So with that, how the SAP will transform? See, you are now one person and is the other person, two persons. The communication is happen between to you. So it is simple. When it comes to you, for example, that buyer needs to check with the 100 types of vendors. Okay, how he will call to all 100 vendors. For example, the 10 products he want to buy. So he will call the all 100 members. He will tell all the 10 products. He will tell check the 10 products price. It takes more time. Okay, for before buying only it takes 1 day or 2 day to check at the day, like availability of products and price of the products. It takes a lot of time for the buyer. So for all these things, so the invoice is small part here. SAP plays a platform for different types of all these communications will be happen in the one platform. You can simply do just basic things here in the in SAP landscape. Automatically it will configure. Now it is olden days it is like manual things. Now it is automatic. For example, if you are ordering the sales, the customer is ordering the sales and come into the material checking, and after that it is going to the production place, manufacturing place, with the product availability and what is the cost price, and everything will be now automation workflows. Okay, we will discuss all the part later. We will go in depth. So now, so what is here? System, application, and products in data processing. So different types of systems, different types of applications, different types of products. All these are together on the single platform for the processing with one platform. Okay, so I said you right. So before some different types of ERPs are there, PeopleSoft and Oracle. So then why those are there? One why they SAP invented? We'll check. Okay. So I said like enterprise. See, I am talking SAP is ERP. Did you have a doubt that what is this ERP, why he is talking about ERP? Do you have that? So it is like enterprise resource planning. So before I said one word regarding the Java, so which industries it will use, so like Python and some other different Salesforce is there. So coming to this SAP, which industries, mainly which companies it will use, and for example, mainly related to business sectors. For example, cement factories are there, Priya Cements, thermal power plants, different sides of pharma companies. So in these industries, what will happen? Lot of employees and lot of data. For example, there will be lot of plants, lot of storage locations, the lot of purchase organizations. All these are will be, so all these are will be here covered. So simply we can say that different languages used for different industry sectors. When it comes to SAP, mainly for business sectors, enterprise sectors. So first you remember what, why, while going to SAP inside, what will be there inside to learn. It deals about the business sectors. Okay. For example, you know about, you said SAP. What SAP? In SAP, different types of modules will be there. For example, 30 to 35 modules will be there. So, for example, we are dealing with the Priya Cements. For example, now I'm working for the Priya Cements. Now I am a SAP MM consultant. So, like me, SAP SD consultant will be there, MM consultant will be there, ABAP developer will be there, basis will be there, plant maintenance will be there. So, with me, MM consultant, not the output will be delivered to the client. For delivery of the client, all SAP consultants together we need to sit. We will take requirement from the client and we will sit together and we will plan what need to do. Already the business plan, some see, PS Siemens is not now started. It is working from past years. So client came to us. So you may think, so already company is working, software is there running, then what we will do? Okay. So what will happen is like the software already there, already the standard things will be there. We will do customizations. For example, simply I will tell example. You will order the cement packet. The cement packet bag, Priya Cements, some logos, some all things will be there. Did you observe or not? Just cement packet, that cover, till 1 year, 2 year, the designs and the name styles, then it will be changed. Yeah, why? See, it may continue from the past, how he started with the company. It will company should continue till now, right? Why he is changing? To attract the customers. Okay, it is the upgrading. So if you use the old style of dress from past of 10 years, who will see? And girls will not see us. We will attract the girls with different types of like modernization according to the market trend. We need to update. So the company what will do, like they will upgrade from standard basic things to according to the customer requirement. They need to upgrade. So what will happen is like they need to change the. So I'm saying the basic example. Different types of customization will be there inside. So what we'll do, like they will come to the reach us and they will say we have the standard business things. So these business things will be there. We need the upgradation on this. At the time, you will think. So what the business standard business you have, which module should be involved here. For example, he asked the requirement about his warehouse. So the warehouse procurement side, material management concern will involve some upgradations regarding some requirement regarding SD, some plant maintenance or production order. So, okay, coming to this, I will explain. So, you know about the SAP and modules what I said. So first, technical functional. You know about that. So in SAP, what will happen is like the requirements will be taken from the clients. The functional thing will be handled with the functional persons. So all these requirements. So the backend development will be taken care by the above developer teams. So and the basis team. He will, what will happen is like we can, you know about the operating system. So you have laptop, right? So you have operating system. So the OS, how they handle, so everything. So simply by understanding, I can say he is the back end of the system basis consultant. He will take care about our system things and the system upgradation, system installations, and some the connection between the two systems. So the requirement came from the functional persons, so the ABAP is developed. So he acts as a mediator between these two persons. Okay, for every project there is a mandatory of basic consultant. Okay, so these the things. Okay, technical part, functional part, basis guy. So see, this is not see, these are mandatory things. Apart from that, according to the client requirements, some different module may increase. So some like this SD, MM, FICO, ABAP basis. Yeah, these are all mandatory for every project. So I said 35 projects you said, then what is the use of that, guys? So according to that project requirement, the PP may involve some integration persons, CPI persons, PIPO may involve, and some hybrids is there, and Concur plans to. These may you not listen. So according to the project requirement, the consultant will involve in the project. Okay. So this is so what is this SAP uses and what is this SAP related to the particular business clients. Okay, so till now we learn, and yeah, what I said, enterprise resource planning. So it is mainly related to enterprise. The SAP will only work for enterprise related organizations mostly. Okay, now use for what is the use of this ERP to the particular organization. So for example, okay, let me first talk this. I asked you regarding, so the people software is there and Salesforce is there and like Oracle is there. So why this SAP came? So now I'll come to the point like Oracle. So Oracle is there and PeopleSoft is there. This is like a same of SAP platforms only. So in 3 4 some years back, what will happen is like uh, different types of application will be used for different developments. For example, SAP is used. So some like procurement and human resource. These platforms are used for the development of Oracle. So they have their own database. Okay. So at the time, what they will use, the developments are done under the Oracle. Okay, some people are, they will use some developments. They will have some database. What will happen? There is a lag, there is a less more taking more time for the delivery to the clients. So with these all components, SAP came. You know about SAP has own database, inbuilt database. It is HANA. We will discuss. Okay, first we will discuss the topic. So what will happen? Different types of module will be developed on these different platforms. So there is a like we need to integrate all these things into one platform, and if they we will deliver to the client, the database is different types of database. While working, the clients are working, the users are working in the particular applications, the delivery is low. If there is an issue, they need to raise the ticket, the support, these database person give to the support. So it will take more time to resolution. So there is the coordination is less, there is more and more time. So what, so here now so with taking these all components, so SAP introduced. Take here. SAP was founded in 1972 by five IBM German engineers with aim to avoid duplication of data and working interactive in real time 1988. So SAP came to the world with 1988 with five IBM employees with this thought. Why we should work on the other platforms? We should develop our own platform, right? We can deliver to the clients easily. We can have the rapport with the clients in our hands. Why should the clients delivering to the like what clients will have rapport with other platforms? We should, they should be in our hands. We can deliver easily, we can support them. So with the thought for IBM employees, okay, gathered, the SAP came into the world for business sectors. Okay, yeah. See, SAP is evolved with first two tier architecture. SAP R2, SAP R3, now SAP S4 HANA. I will tell you. Okay. So this is the history of SAP. Okay, okay, you can carry on. Okay. So this is the history of SAP. Why SAP taken place from other ERPs, and what is the motto for the ERP, and what is the like first uh, when it started with three tier and two tier, and yes, we will talk about that evolution why it is taking place. Okay, so see, SAP three-tier architecture as for HANA. So you may have doubt like, so you said about what is the SAP and different types of ERPs. So SAP is a ERP. You said different types of SAPs are there now in the market. So this is taking more time to deliver to the clients. So some employees came with the thought they developed SAP ERP. So okay, fine, everything this is fine. So then now they should start with like how they should start. Directly, they cannot develop their own database. First, they started with the three-tier architecture. Like, see, every application should work on the particular database. See, you may develop the application. So the application data should fetch from the database where it will store. For example, you know about Java language, right? Okay, C language. It's just basic. Okay? So Python. So these codes will be developed on the some for example Java is using Eclipse, so we will write code in the Eclipse. So where it will store some SQL Oracle. Okay, the database will be there. So for that, what happened, the database stores its data whenever the users use the which requirement they want to fetch, the data will be fetched from the particular database and it will be shown on the user screen. So the same applies here. Okay. So what happen is like three-tier architecture means there will be having three layers. For example, database layer, application layer, presentation layer. So the three with these three layers, they initially started SAP. Okay. So what will happen is like users. So SAP started mainly with ECC. So it is a basic landscape. Okay. After that, as for HANA Cloud, as for Suite came. So now we are using Fieri apps. Now it is completely integrated with the. It is migrated to S4 HANA. So basic first it started with ECC and three tier. So what here three tier architecture means? For example, you like you developed your you want to trigger some data. So directly it will hit to the database layer and it will like whatever fetching. It will run the program in the application. Then it will show what you will show here. It is a presentation layer. So with that it started. So it is also taking more time to run. For example, you generate one report. Like for example, you say invoice or some database invoice you generated. So you generate one report. You want to fetch like from last 3 months, what are the vendors what are the procurements happen, what are the purchase order, and from which day to which day, what is the price happen. So you want to fetch the report. So you given the vendor name and the company name and the plant name. So while fetching report, directly it will hit the database layer and it will check its logic in the where application layer and it will give in the presentation layer. So it is also taking time. So then the evolution came to S4 HANA, our own database. Okay, now they developed our own database. So SAP now has own HANA database. Okay, so I already said. So coming to the SAP, so what modules, functional modules, technical modules. So yeah, so you may have some doubt like, so what is this SAP is saying? So what is this ERP? So all the languages are there. They may use that languages, right? They can take the requirement from the client and they can use the computer language they will develop. So same that applies here. What will happen? Technical modules, functional modules. So you may have doubt like what is the role of functional module, or what is the technical module, what is the use? Huh? So you understand? I said like so. ABAP and basis consultant will come under technical modules. So functional modules, mandatory modules 4 to 5 are there. I said SDMM FICO. So every project deals with material management, sales, and finance. These are mandatory things. Apart from the project requirements, other functional modules will be more. So you may say it's like around 25 to 30 currently on market. All modules, SAP modules. So main technical modules are basic and ABAP. These are mandatory for SD, MM, FICO. These are mandatory. Apart from all the requirements, according to the requirements, they will come. Okay, here it is showing. See, functional modules, finance, controlling, management, sales, human. Hmm. So technical modules involving ABAP, basis, security, PA. Basis is involved now. In olden days, what will happen is like basis is separate and security is separate. So now they are two together mixed. Basis and GRC security. So who are handling the basis and who are handling the systems, they will handle the security of that particular project. Security things also they need to handle. So they are grouped now. So, so till now you understand like what is SAP and what is this ERP, how this ERP evaluate and what is this useful for industries and what is the different types of SAP modules. So coming to work. Now you joined as SAP consultant in one company. Okay. So first they will say like you should understand. So what projects I need to work. For example, the pre-assignments project you got. Okay, so you need to understand. So it is implementation project, a rollout project, or upgrade project, support project. So the manager will say you like so this is regarding upgrade project. You may so what do you understand with that? Upgradation things. So okay, let me explain. So what will happen is like here, so in coming to the work we will have 3 to 4 types of uh, implementations, work thing project will be there. So implementation project here happening is like some client came to us, so this is my requirement, you need to give me the product with delivery as from scratch. So then implementation project will be involved. So we need to create the entire their organization structure, like where their plants are there, where their storage locations are there, what is the different types of purchase systems are there working, where the company is located, where the company got financial things. See, in our SAP, we need to take all the data from that person. We need to develop one system in ERP. So the enterprise we need to develop an entire enterprise trust from scratch. We need to develop. So it then we will start the procurement and sales things and financial things. We will work for him, work for the client. So here from scratch working is we will call as a implementation. Okay. So here rollout upgrade is like night. They have some things with them, so they didn't I send you that pre-sim and back out that logo. So what is like they think the things they have already working it is going in market, but we need to upgrade. They didn't like the customers are not attracting, so they want some upgradations. So at the time they will tell that like the standard things are not like, so do you have any idea? So we will tell our ideas and we will implement their ideas. So we will deliver the product with that upgradations or some rollouts. So at that time, we will work for the upgradation rollout projects. So support projects. So what will happen is like, so implementation done, rollout done, we will deliver the product to the client and he is giving to the users. So some issues came. So the user is creating the purchase order. So while entering the purchase order, materials he order, price he entered, he want to purchase some things. So what happened while saving the purchase order, it is not saving, and it is not some from for particular vendor there will be fixed prices. For example, we are dealing with the vendors regularly. We are doing the procurement, so there will be a regular vendors to us. They will give they will have some agreement like this product is having this price. So what will happen if we will fetch for the vendor particular vendor for procurement, the price automatically fetch. If there is not fetching, there is a issue. So at that time you need to support. So you need to say why it is not fetching, what is the issue. So you need to go to the configurations what you've done, where the issue is happening. So all this comes under support. Okay, these support projects, yeah, this is after go live support will have. We will discuss later what the go live, how we will give support. Just I'm giving overview. When which cases we will give. You may have, I will tell support means support. What support? Where we will give support? Which time we will give support? Where is your role in support? Where you need to check in the support. So all things I gave overview. We will go in depth and you will even understand. Okay. Yeah, see, I said like from implementation, we will start from the scratch. Okay. So implementation. So we will start from the scratch. So what will happen? There will be a specific technical term for that. Implementation is implementation. We will start from scratch. You cannot tell it is I start from scratch. I did implements. We will call in SAP terms it as a greenfield implementation and brownfield implementation. So what will like the manager will ask which implementation project you work. So you can tell like so already is there some that some things are standard things are there from middle I work we can call it as a brownfield some upgrades side end. So no it is a new project new phase so I work for the greenfield implementation. So I am using the implementation you understand what is implementation from scratch but in terms of some while someone is talking or someone is asking to while you are replying we need to use some separate technical terms in that point of I'm mentioning here. Okay, you may confuse sometimes why implementation is. I understand why we need to use this greenfield implementation name. We can simply say right implementation. I worked for from scratch. I worked for the product. So no, there should be some terminology. We should use that. Okay, so already I said like what is like fresh. Okay, fresh installation first time we are using the implementation so we will call as a see fresh first time installation of SAP in any organization is called as implementation project. So entire implementation process is further segregation in 5 phases. So project preparation blueprint realization final preparation go live and support. So we said the implementation work from scratch. So there will be a phases directly taking SAP ERP system while before doing the configuration. There will be phases like so with what requirement client create. So what we need to give him, so he have the requirements. How the business product we can give him. What is the flow? How it will work in terms of his users, and like what is the like go live product we can give. After go live, how we can support. All these we need to prepare one document. That terms is called as here blueprint. First, the client came us. We need to develop the blueprint so what is his requirements? So we will develop. So what we can do. So after this realization. Here in realization phase is like we will develop. We will configure things. I think the client requirement. So after that, our developments are done. We will test. So it is working or not. We will show the client. So is it fine for you or something now? If you do any some, no, this is not good for me. You do more some. We will do extra things. So after that, we will give the go live. We will deliver the product. Now go live happen. So we will deliver the product. We will check it product. So you ask that the father. You check if it is working or not. So after that, he is happy. We deliver. And for some hypercare support we will give. So we will deliver your product. If you need any issues from user side, we will there for you. We will support for you. Like that. That is here support. So this is the phrase. He came, he tell the requirement, and we will understand his requirement. We will develop our thoughts, and we will tell him, and we will make him understand like this is the business process we can deliver to you. So you can give your customers this thing. So this is the one different phase. Not we can simply like things can do as we like. There will be a 10 nodes, step by step phases. That phases is called as this project preparation, blueprint, realization, final preparation, go live. So from scratch to delivering of the product to client, it takes nearly 8 to 12 months. Okay, it's not a simple thing. It's not a done in a 2 3 months. So one implementation project from starting to ending, it takes nearly 8 months to 12. Support is like it depends how many months he needs support. It depends. Okay. So this is roller projects. What I said. Okay. Reliance Industries Limited. Reliance Refineries, SAP, Reliance Retail planning to install. Okay. And rollout. If a company already implement SAP for a subsidiary and want to set up the same for a different subsidiary called roller project. So what is happened is like Reliance Industries. You know Reliance. Total India wise are there. So in Mumbai there, Kolkata there, Andhra Pradesh there. For example, Telangana. They want to implement their new plant in Telangana. So already Reliance is there. In Mumbai it is working. In Andhra Pradesh is working. They want to start a new plant in Telangana. So some new plant should be created new company code should be created for that, new storage location, different types of purchase organizations. In Telangana, there will be many types of districts. So the main headquarters will be in Hyderabad. There will be different types of districts. So we need to create different types of plants, storage locations. We need to integrate all to the head of to the brands. So from the head of the brands, these purchase things will be worked here. Any sales requirement, any procure, the different types of warehouse will be there. Sales ordering coming, where the product is there, we'll check and we will deliver. And the finance things will happen. If these all things will be, if there is any requirement, development needed, ABAP will take care. So the roller project means already things will be there, some upgradations. Okay. So same, this is like standard upgradations. Is already some plans are there. Extra things will be required. Some plan. Rollers will take care. Okay. Now support project. I already told you. Huh? So this is the landscape. So like, so we discussed about all the business things now, and coming to the workflow thing. So so now you joined. So what things you start first? For example, like project is started. So your team lead gave you work. So I gave you some requirement. You start development. Then you think where you need to start development. So which servers? You may go for testing server, or development server, or production server. So what development server will do? What testing server will do? What production server will do? So what happened is like, first of all things. So what here we discussed here is, see, I said you now phases. Okay, leave it then. See, blueprint server, where see project preparation, blueprint, realization, final preparation, go live and support. Okay, now take this realization. Mainly, now you joined as SAP MM consultant. Now your work starts here. So when comes to the server work, so that I said development, testing, and production. So these all things will be done here in the realization phase. Okay, this project preparation phase is different. That is documentation phase, and the blueprint. It is also gathering the requirements, and so these realize now work starts here. So you join, and the so our higher levels will take the requirement from the managers, and architects will take from the requirement clients. They prepare one blueprint. So now you are a consultant. You join. They will come for you. So so good name. Bhuvan. Pavan. Bhavan. Okay. So Bhavan, so you need to set up one master data. So you need to create for one material master data setup. So you need, so we are providing the servers. You start working, they will set. So first, what will happen? You may doubt like where I need to start. So they will give you the sandbox. In sandbox server. Sandbox server is nothing but testing server and development and production. First, we will go in the first. We will check. So first, they asked me the material type creation. So is the system is supporting for the T codes, or any time like customizing T codes are necessary? Is the master data regarding master data setup? The enterprise setup is there. For while creating the master data setup, so what are their plans? What is their storage locations? What are their clients? What are their company codes? We will first you ask your managers like give all the data. Then I will create the master data setup. First you will check in the, test sandbox server. If it is working, then you will start original development. So original development you will develop the master data setup. Then the production server is nothing but it is working under the client server, the original main server. So what the developments you are done here, so doing here, it will move. Testing guys will check, and it will move to the production has been the original client side. Okay, so these are the three things here going for the landscape. Mainly we will working for this development, testing, production. Sometimes we have the work, we will move into the production. We are moving, or some our higher levels are moving into the product. Is the main server. If some issues is happening, so entire the flow what we develop, sometimes it may disturb. So mainly our work involves in the development, the testing. So at the time our done work is done. So this is like, yeah, I said you right. I'm saying hierarchy. What is this hierarchy? He's using that word. So here, so what our SAP hierarchy start from end user. So some may start with end user, some may start that with the tester, some may start with training. Some are interested with directly, I want to become SAP MM consultant, not I want to become an end user. So, but if their interests are different, but our hierarchy starts from SAP hierarchy starts from end user, tester, trainee, associate consultant, consultant, and so it is like, see, so what is you are saying? It is a designation's name. So what is used? If I join in a company, they will assign me designation. Then why I need to know about this thing? So these defines like their work role in the project. For example, like you're joining the project, they may ask you like, so for which role you join. See, like different types of projects managers will be there for different projects. They don't know about your hierarchy. See, HR will take care about your hierarchy, they will give designation, offer letter, blah blah blah. So they don't know, project manager, which hierarchy you join, what is your experience. There your resume will define your experience 4 to 5. But according to the different types of consultants, for some accenture is there for 4 to 5 years they are defining the consultant. But in some companies the 4 to 5 years also a junior candidate. So depending of that designations, the manager will understand your work experience. So with the help of these designation things, sometimes we can define the candidate's experience, the candidate knowledge. So for this, I am explaining. Okay. So these are the things about so what is our SAP market and what SAP work for different types of industries, and what is first of all what is SAP ERP, and when we compare to other ERPs, what is our SAP is useful to other industries. So how the SAP ERP in past days, now how SAP evolved to SAP S4 HANA. So what is the use compared to SAP in old days? Now we have our own database. How fast it is working, how future it have. Now it is AI era. So how AI era? So you may understand like AI is coming. AI is writing the code, Java language, C language, Python language. So the jobs will get it. So the ERP, SAP ERP has a great future when coming to the SAP AI. You don't bother about the SAP jobs at all. Why? Because here not completely AI can gather the requirements and deploy the things, and it may do some work. It may reduce our work. So the, we should be consultant there for resolving the issues of the user. So you don't worry about the future of SAP may replace my job. If I learn these things, how I can sustain my future, I can guarantee my future. So SAP is has a lot of future. What things want, how much you want to learn, there is a lot of scope. It's depend upon your interest. You can research and explore, and you can learn. So not only SAP first you starting your journey as a SAP so you should have knowledge of other modules also, how SD is evolving, how FICO is evolving. So for example, if you are working in the real time, we should have knowledge of the other modules also. We are joining as abstract consultant, we should have not only knowledge of SAP we should how these SD will work, how this FICO will work, how these both these related to SAP So how these persons are working, taking request from the client, and how these are giving to the developer, why he is developing the requirements, what is the difference between these guys happening. So we should know SAP is not a single thing we can do our single work. All things, all we are sitting together, the end product will be delivered to the client. But our role is like, for example, you join as SAP consultant, consultant. Your role is your work procurement mainly. Okay, so this is regarding of SAP evolution total. So we'll first, see, directly you came as SAP consultant, so blah blah blah. This is enterprise structure. This is client. So if I say now, you cannot understand. Why first? What is we should understand what is SAP. So why this ERP? Why this ERP is there apart from the other languages? Why the industries are preferring this SAP ERP? So what is his future? What is his past? So these things, what's happening in the inside projects? What are the different types of projects? What are the platform? we are working. See, Java is using the Eclipse platform to develop the code. You may anytime you may have doubt. Java language, where they will develop, where they will write in Notepad, in Word. No, there will be one application. There will be a platform. That platform is like Landscape. In olden days, we have GUI. Now we would having like ABAP developers are using like Eclipse environment, ABAP environment, some these there tool is there. They will develop. So advanced, they will olden days they are using GA platform. Now using ABAP environment Eclipse for development. Now coming to functional constant. So in future, what we have used cloud, for example, create purchase order. Go to the GUA and SPRO, ME21 script, create the purchase order and save it. It will trigger, it will send to the vendor. The vendor will send the feedback, will goods receipt, all this. Now what will happen is like fear. Now we are upgrading to Fieri. So simply we can like Android mobile users. Like it will call as Android mobile. Like open the lock, go to the settings. If you want to change the time zone of your mobile, so what will you open the lock and go to the settings, go to the time language, automatic detect from the Google. So automatically it will detect. You don't need of setting. Yeah, you no need of setting 12 is to 15. At the old days, what will happen? Wall clock will be there. So the time is wrong. What you will do for wall clock? You will take that wall clock and you will rotate. Three pins will be there. Exact time. You will ask your friend what is the time. So 12:15. So what happened now? Automatic detection. Yeah, your mobile and your what you can say smartphones and laptops, everything will be now you are not setting the time. Automatically it will detecting. So the system also upgrading to cloud, manual to but cannot directly jump into that cloud. You should understand the basis from scratch. Then, if you are working in that cloud platform, so what's happening in the backend, what's happening in the database, how the applications are developed. If you see you are searching in the cloud screen, some blah blah you are doing PO. So where these PO vendors are coming? Where this PO? The thousands of vendors, if you are selecting vendor list, some thousands of vendors will be there. Where these are came, you may somehow doubt if you directly jump into that workplace. So then, if you learn this, what I said, ERP, then you can know these all these vendor database our olden employees are created. So now we are using that database. So if some vendors are in connection, some vendors not in connection, automatically the system will refresh it and will give the what vendors. We can search the vendors, we can do the procurement. So this is the evolution from where to cloud, all this. So our part now is like SAP MM. Okay. So what is our role in SAP MM? What the things will in our SAP MM? What is the flow? Okay. Just I will not take. I think it's in there. You're getting bored? No, you're. It's fine, right? Okay. It's looking interesting. Okay. Fine. Okay. So, so what I said is like different types of functional module will be there. So ASD, MM, FICO. So now you're interested to join as a SAP MM. So what is the SAP MM role in SAP? What SAP will do? So the SAP MM itself defining the material management. See SD. Did you ever think like what is this SAP SD, SAP MM, what is the FICO? Did you do you think ever what is this? Did you ask to Google what is this abbreviation? So they given shortcut forms. But see, sales and distribution has been material management, FICO, financial services, and ABAP, application business processing. So for every model itself having its the name itself having its work functionality. When coming to the SFMM material management, so leave all the modules, come into our modules. From where the material is stored, which plant, where the procurement is done from the which vendor, where from material which plant to which plant it is moved, the how much stock is there in warehouse. So this is simple thing. These things will call we can as a materials management. We are just working for how the material, what is the material, how the material is going, what is its count stays in warehouse, So our work completely involved is materials only, material management, that's it. So see, basic configuration. So I am telling that these enterprise structure, a plant and company code, purchase organization, storage locations. So these guys speaking what is this plant and what is storage locations. So first of all, our work may basically start from the basic. So basic configurations we start from the enterprise structure. So for every procurement thing we need to work, we should have some enterprise structure. So the enterprise structure consisting of the company code, plant, storage locations, purchase orders. These five are the basic steps we need to we need to install for doing our procurement activities or same procurement activities, particular for procurement activities. So we define the configurations of enterprise structure. Our work is done. So and coming to the master data. So I am talking about what is the material. So what is the types of materials we'll be having, and what is its role in the purchasing concept, and it's see, material types are many material types are there. For example, raw materials we can call as a uh, limestone. The cement factory is there. The cement factory wants to prepare the cement. So where he will directly he cannot order the cement, right? Some cement preparing limestone he should order. So that we can call it as a raw materials. So after that raw materials, what will happen? Some doing some industry things. It will come into some semi-finished. That way you can call it as a semi-finished HLB. That FERT. So you may understand, see why you are calling ROH, HLB, FERT, HWA. So you know that this is the raw material, this is the semi-finished good, this is the finished good. But system will not understand, right? System should have the some replicated name. That name is called as a ROH for system. The standard things will have. So your manager will tell Prithvi, you create the material type with raw material. Then understand, okay, manager asking me to create the raw material. So you do not search for the raw material. It codes ROH. You should remember that. HALB, semi-finished. So I said you order the limestone. It is raw material ROH. Some industry things doing. It will come to semi-finished. After that, finished product will become cement. It is finished product is nothing but FERT. So for in SAP ERP, for every product there will be specific codes for materials also. While creating material, then for example you ordered the laptop, you check the laptop box is there will be some material code will be there. You did it check this. While creating every material, there will be SAP terms of codes will be there, that will be replicated at the user side. Simply they may not and in SAP terms, first we should understand not the end user products. The SAP codes we should understand. Okay, so we are working creating for that material master. At the time the codes will be replicated. Okay. See, this is regarding the basic configurations. I said enterprise structure. First, we will start here. After that, materials. So, how the materials are created, how are the types of material, how many groups, and what is the database. See, which types of databases are there for materials, material masters. So we will discuss in depth. We will discuss after starting this. See, if I say now, what is this purchasing for store course? You may not understand what is it. So while going in depth, you may understand. Okay. So this is basic of enterprise structure. This is master data. This is here purchasing. So the flow, like what will happen is like, see, right. See here, you can see these company code. So I talked till now about what is company code, plan, storage, and purchase organization. Now you started working. So you want to create the company. So the company, after creating company code, some here Prani supermarket. So the Prani supermarket, it is visible on the screen or board, but back end there will be some specific codes that as a SAP MM consultant you only know that. Then users may not, customers may not. So we should develop our own company code.
some see company code, see PA19, it is company code. So we developed some plans for these penny supermarkets. It is a PAHY and PABG. Okay, for this penny supermarket, I we have one plant in PA Hyderabad and PABG Bangalore. We have two plants. So we have storage locations in Hyderabad. We have two storage locations. In Bangalore, we have these two storage locations. For that, we have one purchase organization for all this. So these all we can call it as a enterprise structure. Based on this, we will create the material master data, vendor master data, and so some regarding the pricing term conditions of the vendor master data and master data, we will develop in the master data. So uh, mainly four things you remember: enterprise structure, master data, purchasing, inventory management. These four things will be involved in the material So in the sub material master, see master data having material master data and vendor master data and quota arrangement, source list, purchase info record. All these we will discuss how we can create this. What is why we need should create. What is the use of creating for this material master? So coming to the procurement P2P. See purchasing. So what is the use of this procurement? How many types of so what is the evolution of the P2P cycle from like purchase request creation, purchase order, and release strategy, purchase releasing, and goods receipt posting, and you said that invoice verification. So the invoice verification plays here. See, before coming to the invoice verification, all these things there. So invoice verification. After that, we are paying payment to the vendor. So from P2P cycle, five subtopics will be there in inventory management. So what is the physical storage and goods movements, different types of movements, and like yeah, see, and what here see you can understand. See, in inventory, what's happening? Goods received, goods issue, transfer, stock type, physical inventory, cycle. So you may not understand what is the depth. Simply I'm saying. So inventory management leak, warehouse is there, materials are there, coming, going. Goods receipt is generated, goods receipt is issued. So this inventory means here warehouse. So managing the materials. If it is coming and going, managing the warehouse. Simply we can call it as inventory management. That's it. So in coming to the asset inside, many types will be involved. If you raise the goods receipt, there will be one movement type, there will be one transaction code from where it is coming, where it is issuing. We should learn and we should understand that till the things will be going forward we can understand. But I give the overview what this inventory management, what it will do, what is its role. Okay, so now see invoice verifications here. Till now I said like enterprise, master, purchase, inventory. These are the major four roles in Sap-M. Done. Okay. Now completed. Now here it is showing bro MMFI. So what is this MMFI and special procurement? So what will happen is like I before coming to this I said so you should have knowledge of SD and FI or how these are working together with the MM. So this is here integration part. See here what they done is like subtopics also the subtopics also here written. So I am simply saying like MMFI integration, MMSD integration. So SI consultant, SD consultant, he is done his configuration. So it is integrated to the MM. So FI guy is done his work. How is integrated to MM? So we can call it as a integration. So how these are linked together. Okay, and in simple words, I am saying if I say use SAP words, you may not understand. So how these modules are working together, how these are closed together. So these we can call it as simple term integration. Okay, so procurement done, inventory done. So FI is there, SD is there. How they are evolving. So that's it. How the delivery the if we start I mean, working now. So what this special these real time projects will be there, and what is the integration, and what is this logistics,
and what is the real-time configurations, and what is this data migrations. You will have to know. Okay. As of now, these four things for MM. What is the other modules importance? How these are linked together. Okay, that's it. So what with this, what you understand, what is the role of SAP in market, and like what is your role as a MM concern, what you understand, right? Okay. So going forward, there will be many advanced technologies in like see now is AI era. It's like Joule, AI integrated Joules are coming. So first, but directly we cannot step into that. We need to start from scratch. Learning forward, you can understand. Okay. You have any doubts?
Different modules is there, na? Like parts. In Java, we need to do all things.
Yeah, yeah. So you may have that, like I said, four parts: enterprise structure, master data, procurement, inventory. These are our main roles. So what will happen is like the requirement came. Your higher authorities will develop one blueprint. So they will done documentations according to your designations. So I discussed about designations. So what is the use of the designation? So you are a consultant, 4 to 5 years experience guy. So they will understand how much knowledge he have. He can deal with the master data or procurement or inventory. So if you have that knowledge, if are working all, you can do. But they will segregate the work. So these guys should work this master data. Someone will work on the procurement. Someone will work on the inventory management. So no one will work all the things, but you should learn the all the flow. If you see I said four parts. So you see, I will not work on learn four parts. It's too hard for me. I will learn only P2P. You cannot understand the flow. You should learn from enterprise structure to inventory management. You should have all knowledge. You will work on some part only, according to the your management requirement. Okay, yeah, that's it. Any other? That's it.
Completed now.
Hmm.
If you have any doubts, you can ask. Because ఆ సార్ అవైలబుల్లో ఉంటాడు కాబట్టి మిగతా మీరు ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్కి వెళ్తే కోర్స్ ఫీజు ఎంత అనేది పక్కన పెట్టండి. ట్రైనర్ ఆ గంట చెప్పుకొని వెళ్తారు. మీకు ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే 45 అవర్స్లో కూడా కంప్లీట్ చేస్తారు కోర్సు. బయట ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో అదే ఉంటుంది. ఇక్కడ 45 అవర్స్లో చేయాలని చెప్పట్లే. మీకు బయట ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ క్లాస్ ఉంటే వెళ్ళిపోతారు. ఇక్కడ వచ్చి కూర్చొని చదువుకునే అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. ప్లస్ ఆల్రెడీ ప్రీవియస్ బ్యాచ్ వాళ్ళు ప్రాక్సీ అటెండ్ అవుతూ ఉంటారు. ఈ ట్రైనర్ అనే వాళ్ళు అవైలబుల్తో ఉంటారు. మీరు రెగ్యులర్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే డౌట్స్ వస్తే చెప్తా ఉంటారు. 2.5 months అయిన తర్వాత ఇద్దరికి స్టార్ట్ చేపిస్తాం. మీకు 100-200% మిమ్మల్ని ట్రైనింగ్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మీ డబ్బులు తీసుకుని పంపించేస్తే జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. మిమ్మల్ని ప్లేస్ అయ్యే దానికోసం మేము చేయాల్సినవి చేస్తాం. మేము రీసెంట్గా స్టార్ట్ చేసాం. గోయింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ స్ట్రెంత్ పెరిగిన తర్వాత అందరికీ ఇళ్ళని 1-1 ఫాలో చేయాలంటే కుదరదు. స్టార్టింగ్ స్టేజ్లో కాబట్టి చెప్తాం. ఇంకేదో మల్టిపుల్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్ ఎంక్వైరీ చేస్తారా? వెళ్ళండి, అన్ని ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్స్ వెళ్ళండి, తిరగండి.
నాకేమంటే ఆఫ్లైన్ ఉండాలి అని.
ఆఫ్లైన్ ఉంటేనే మీకు స్టూడెంట్స్ వచ్చి చదువుకునేదానికి మీరు పనిగా.
నేను ఎస్ఎస్ నేర్చుకున్నాను, ఆన్లైన్ ఏమీ యూజ్ లేదు. ఎస్ఎస్ 2022 ఎస్ఎస్ క్లినికల్ ఎస్ఎస్
SaaS cloud SaaS.
అది ఆన్లైన్ యూజ్ లేదు.
ఆన్లైన్లో చెప్పరని నేను చెప్తున్నాను.
1-2 days అయితే సెట్ అవుతుంది. మధ్య ఏమన్నా డౌట్స్ వచ్చినా కష్టం ఆన్లైన్.
ట్రైనర్ యాడ్ ఉంటాడు. ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు ఏంది, ఇప్పుడు నా దగ్గర పికో బ్యాచ్ ఈవినింగ్ 8 members ఉన్నారు. 7 members 6 members ఆఫ్లైన్ వస్తారు. మిగతా వాళ్ళు ఆన్లైన్ వస్తుంటారు. వాళ్ళు జాబులు చేసే వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు. జాబులు చేసే వాళ్ళు ట్రైనింగ్ సాటర్డే సండే వస్తారు. ప్లస్ ఇక్కడ ఉండే పిల్లలు ఏంది, ఎవరైనా ఒకరు కాన్ఫిగరేట్ చేసినా మిగతా వాళ్ళు డౌట్ ఉంటే వాళ్ళు చెప్పుకుంటా ఉంటారు. ఫస్ట్ స్టేజ్లో పిల్లలే ఒకరు డిస్కస్ చేసుకుని కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ చేసేస్తారు. ఇంకా కూడా డౌట్ రానప్పుడు ట్రైనర్ కనెక్ట్ అవుతారు. అదే ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ అయితే ట్రైనర్ ఉంటారు, ఆఫ్లైన్ అయితే ట్రైనర్ ఉంటారు, స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉంటారు, అందరూ వస్తారు. ఒకరిగా కాదు, ఒక 5 మంది పైప్ లైన్లో ఉంటారు. బట్ నేను మిమ్మల్ని రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నది 1 week దాకా అటు ఇటు కోల్డ్ ఉండగలిగితే మీ బ్యాచ్ 3 ఫామ్ చేసుకుంటే 4 వచ్చి కూర్చొని చదువుకుంటూ ఉంటారు. బయట ఎట్టున్నారంటే వచ్చిన రోజే ఫామ్ జాయిన్ అవ్వడం, బ్యాచ్ చెప్పాలంటే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు. 1-1 బ్యాచ్ మీకు బ్యాచ్ చెప్పారంటే కంటిన్యూగా 300 మంది ఆ టైం బ్లాక్ చేసుకోవాలి, ఒకరి కోసం చేయలేదు కదా. కనీసం 4-5 ఉంటే అట్లా నాకు బయట ఉన్నారు. మ్యాక్సిమం నాకు నేను కన్ఫామ్ అనుకుని మీకు అంతా ఓకే అనుకుంటే ఒక 1 వీక్ వెయిట్ చేయండి చాలు. ప్యారల్గా మీకు మెటీరియల్ కాకుండా సర్వర్ ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ అనేది చేసుకోండి. సర్వర్ కూడా ఏంటంటే బయట అందరూ ఎస్పర్ హనా అంటారు. ఎస్పర్ హనా కూడా చెప్తాం, బట్ స్టార్టింగ్ నేర్చుకునే స్టేజ్లో ఎందుకు ఎస్పర్ హనా అవుతానంటే, ఎస్పర్ హనా ఆఫ్లైన్ సర్వర్ లేదు, ఉండేది ఆన్లైన్ సర్వర్. ఆన్లైన్ సర్వర్ ఏంటంటే మీకు ఆ ట్రైనర్ రెఫరెన్స్లతో ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తే తక్కువలో తక్కువ మినిమం 2000 ఉంటుంది 3 మంత్స్కి సర్వర్. అదేంటంటే 3 మంత్స్ వరకు పనిచేస్తుంది. దట్ ఏంటంటే సర్వర్ని ఎవరైనా ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారంటే వాళ్ళు ఒక 500 లేదా 1 GB క్లౌడ్ స్పేస్తో సర్వర్ కొనుక్కుంటారు 1,00,000 రూపాయలకి. దాన్నే 200-300 మందికి ఇస్తూనే ఉంటారు. జస్ట్ ఏమో యూజర్ యాక్సెస్ డెవలప్ చేసేయడం కదా, మీ దగ్గర నెట్ ఉంటేనే వర్క్ అవుతుంది అది. ఇట్లా ఈ 100-200 మంది దాన్ని యూజ్ చేసుకుంటే వాళ్ళకు ఉన్నటువంటి 1 GB క్లౌడ్ స్పేస్ కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయినప్పుడు ర్యాండమ్ గా డిలీట్ చేసేస్తా ఉంటారు ఎవ్రీ 10 days 15 days. డిలీట్ చేసినప్పుడు మీరు చేసిన కాన్ఫిగరేషన్స్ అన్ని పోతాయి. నేను చాలా సార్లు చూసి రివైజ్ చేసి స్టూడెంట్ దగ్గర నుంచి మళ్ళీ స్టార్టింగ్ నుంచి 50% కోర్స్ అయింది. డిలీట్ చేసినప్పుడు అన్ని కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ డిలీట్ అవుతాయి. నెక్స్ట్ డాక్యుమెంట్ నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాసెస్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ చేసి ఎంట్రీ పోస్ట్ అంటే ముందు అన్నీ ఉంటేనే ఇది డాక్యుమెంట్ అవుతుంది. అందువల్ల మీరు లెర్నింగ్ స్టేజ్లో ఈసీసీ వర్షన్ ఉంటుంది. ఈసీసీ వర్షన్ ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసుకోండి. మీ సిస్టంలో 200 GB డేటా ఉంటుంది. ఆ 200 GB స్పేస్ ఉంటే అది ఇన్స్టాల్ అవుతుంది. ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసుకొని ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ 2 months ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసింది. 2 months ప్యారల్గా కావాలంటే ఇక్కడ ఎవరో ఒక 3 స్టూడెంట్స్ వచ్చారు, ఒక్కొక్క 700 వేసుకొని 2000 ఒకసారి అవుట్ తీసుకోండి. ఇక్కడ ఎస్పర్ హనాలో ఈసీసీలో ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఎస్పర్ హనాలో ఏంటంటే ఆ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ సంబంధించి ఏమేమి చేంజ్ చేస్తున్నాయి, ఈసీసీకి ఎస్పర్కి అన్ని స్టేజెస్లో కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ అన్ని స్టేజెస్లో చేంజెస్ ఉండవు. కొన్ని పార్ట్స్లో 10-20% చేంజెస్ ఉంటాయి. చేంజెస్ అంటే మొబైల్ తీసుకుంటే రెడ్మీ 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 నార్మల్ మొబైల్కి ప్రో మొబైల్కి డిఫరెన్స్ ఏమంటాయి. యూజ్ చేసేది రెడ్మీ 8 యూజ్ చేయడం 9 కూడా యూజ్ చేస్తారు కదా. జస్ట్ అప్గ్రేడ్ అయినప్పుడు అడిషనల్ ఫీచర్స్ యాడ్ ఆన్ చేస్తారు. అట్లానే ఎస్ఐపీలో ఈసీసీ అనేది ఒక వర్షన్, ఎస్పర్ హనా అనేది అప్డేటెడ్ వర్షన్. సో ఈసీసీలో నేర్చుకోండి. తర్వాత ప్యారల్గా ఒక 1 month 2 months మీకు ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అర్థమైన తర్వాత 2-3 స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉంటారు, ముగ్గురు కలిపి 2000 పెట్టి ఒక సర్వర్ తీసుకోండి. దాంట్లో ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అనేది చూస్తా రీక్యాప్ చేసుకుంటామండి. మీరు ప్రాజెక్ట్కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు ఈసీసీలో 2 ప్రాజెక్ట్స్, ఎస్పర్ హనాలో 2 ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ అని పెట్టుకుని ఎలా రిజల్ట్ చేయాలంటే చెప్తాం. దాన్ని పెట్టుకోవాలి. కోర్స్ ఫీజు 25,000 తీసుకుంటాము. బయట పర్టికులర్ 30 అట్లా ఉంది. బట్ నేను బయట కంపారిజన్ లేదు. 25,000 లేదంటే మాకు వర్కౌట్ కాదు. 2-2.5 months క్లాస్ చెప్పాలి. అది కూడా 4 members సెట్ అయితే 10-15 members రాసినప్పుడు ఒక స్టూడెంట్కి తగ్గించుకోవచ్చు చెప్తాం స్టార్టింగ్. బట్ మీరు కోర్స్ గురించి ఆలోచించుకోండి. 100% అప్ టు ద మార్క్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ మీకు మేము నెక్స్ట్ మేము ఇప్పుడు ఒక స్టూడెంట్ ఇట్లా వీళ్ళంతా కూడా ఇంటర్వ్యూస్కి వర్కింగ్లో ఉన్నారు. ఒక రోజుకి 15-20 ఇంటర్వ్యూలు జరుగుతుంది. సో అట్లా గోయింగ్ ఫార్వర్డ్ మీ కోర్స్ అయిపోయిన వెంటనే మీరు రోజు షెడ్యూల్ చేసుకునే దాన్ని బట్టి మీకు మీరు రెజ్యూమ్ బిల్డ్ చేస్తారు. రెజ్యూమ్ బిల్డ్ చేసి అప్లోడ్ చేసి 1 week కాల్స్ తర్వాత రావడం. ఆ 1 week కాల్స్ వచ్చిన తర్వాత నాకు రాలేదని మీకు అమ్ముకుంటే కుదరదు. ఏదో విధంగా కాల్స్ తెప్పించుకోవాలి. ఏదో విధంగా మా దగ్గర అరౌండ్ 2-3,000 ఇచ్చారు. దాంట్లో 50-100 members తీసుకోండి. ర్యాండమ్గా ఇద్దరితో మాట్లాడుకోండి. మీరు రెజ్యూమ్ని వాట్సాప్లో షేర్ చేయండి. నేను ఇమీడియట్ ఛానల్ 4 years ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ మీ దగ్గర వేకెన్సీస్ అంటే షెడ్యూల్ చేయండి ఇమీడియట్లీ. అట్లా మీరు ఫాలోఅప్ చేసుకొని షెడ్యూల్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఇట్లా వారానికి 3 అట్లీస్ట్ 3-4 ఇంటర్వ్యూ షెడ్యూల్ చేసుకుంటే అంటే మేము అట్లా 2-3 weeks కల్లా అరౌండ్ మీరు 20-30 ఇంటర్వ్యూస్కి రీచ్ అవుట్ అవుతే 100% 3-4 ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ సెకండ్ రౌండ్ దారేస్తాయి. తర్వాత మీరు ఈ డాక్యుమెంటేషన్ ప్రాసెస్ అన్ని చూస్తాను కాబట్టి డిపెండ్ ఆన్ లక్ బట్టి డిపెండ్ ఆన్ మార్కెట్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్స్ తీసుకొని మీరు ఏదో దాంట్లో అనుకోవడం అవుతారు. అది ప్రాసెస్. ఈ ప్రాసెస్ బయట ఎవరు చేసి సబ్జెక్ట్ చెప్తారు, స్కోర్ చేస్తారు. మీరు మళ్ళీ స్టార్ట్ చేసి సెటప్స్ అనేది ఇవ్వండి. అలాగే మీరు ఏదో 30,000 కట్టాలి. కట్టిన తర్వాత జాబ్ వచ్చేదానికి ఎన్ని నెలలు పడుతుందో తెలియదు. ఈ ప్రాసెస్ బయట కూడా బ్యాక్ డోర్ అంతా ఫ్రాడ్ ఉంది. బ్యాక్ డోర్కి ఏమన్నా 2 లక్షలు కట్టండి, 1,00,000 రూపాయలు చేతులు ఇస్తాము, 3 లక్షలు కట్టండి, 15 లక్షలు ఇవన్నీ జరిగేటివి కాదు. బయట ఎట్లంటే ఆఫర్ లెటర్లు కూడా ఫేక్ ఆఫర్ లెటర్లు చూపించేసి మిగతా డబ్బులు తీసేసుకుంటారు. తర్వాత మీ ఫోన్ లెటర్ కాబట్టి చేతుల్లోకి రావాలా ఎంత సెట్ అవ్వాలని చెప్పారు. మిమ్మల్ని మీరు నమ్ముకోండి, మీ సబ్జెక్ట్ మీరు నేర్చుకోండి. మీ దగ్గర సబ్జెక్ట్ ఉంటే 100% సక్సెస్ అవుతుంది. బట్ కొంచెం టైం పడుతుంది, 6 months అయినా అన్నీ వచ్చేసి కూర్చోవాలి. నేను 6 months కూర్చొని అన్నీ సక్సెస్ అయితే మీరు ఈ 4 years మీరు వేస్ట్ చేసిన టైం అంతా రెగ్యులేట్ అవ్వాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. ట్రాక్లోకి వచ్చేస్తుంది. మనం అంటే క్లోజ్ చేస్తాను. నేను రికార్డ్ స్టాప్ చేస్తాను.